Hello everyone, welcome to Kalpa Kendra Tarot. For a second there, I had to think about which channel I am filming for because there are three of them, and sometimes just when I'm starting the introduction, I'm like, okay, so which one should I be introducing? Right. Anyway, people. So this is a reading for the English channel, and that's why I'm speaking in English. Basically, there are other two channels if you don't know about it already. I also have a Bengali and Hindi channel. If you understand those languages, then you can subscribe to them. And if you are somebody who understands only English, then this is the channel for you. Right. So the reading that we will be doing today, let me first place the apple like this. Yeah, right. So the reading that we will be doing today will be on a topic which I think is interesting, but the way I will do it is more interesting. Like, I don't think that I have seen many readings like that. I have seen one on one channel, and that's what this format is inspired by. So that channel, no, so that reading was on the channel Hulupu or Hulupu, something like that. So it's quite a favorite of mine, that channel. And if you want, you can check out that channel. Yeah. So how we will be doing this reading is, first let me talk about the topic. So the topic is, how do they perceive your life, your overall life, and how we will be looking at the reading, or looking at the different aspects, is by taking different houses of the astrological zodiac, like the 12 astrological signs, the original format, from Aries to Pisces, going by one first house, second house, third house, like going by that, the 12 house sign cycle. I will be actually looking at their perception of your life. And for first house, it will be the perception of you. For the second house, it will be the perception of your family. So the 12 houses signify different aspects of one's life, and that is how I will be looking at their perception of different aspects of your life. So when you like when I go about the reading and when you receive the reading, maybe the format will be clearer to you, which maybe I'm not very good at explaining, or I'm not doing a good job at explaining. Don't know, maybe I have done, who knows, maybe you've understood absolutely well what I mean. But anyway, we can deconstruct more of that pattern as we go about the reading. So there are three options for you to choose from. I will be talking in depth about the way they perceive your life in terms of your profession, career, family, your physical appearance. Physical appearance, and how they would want to spend their time with you, their understanding of your love language, and other interesting things as they come up. So I hope it's going to be an interesting reading. And the people who come to my channel, like this one, from the other channels, they often tell me that I should be doing these readings in those channels as well. So I'm doing this one for Kalpa Kendra Tarot specifically, but then I might do something like this in the other channels as well. Let's see. It is something that I've been waiting to do, and I've been wanting to do for a long time. So let me introduce the three options for you. For group one, you have this Ludo dice, this cube with numbers on it. My brother and I sometimes use it to play. We have to be careful with it because it's made of like stone. The stone, I forget the name of it. I actually knew the name of it, but I don't remember. But it's available in Pakistan only, I guess. I am not sure if it's available in other parts of the world, but I know that these are imported from Pakistan. Right, so this is a stone apple, quite a favorite of mine. I have many different colored apples actually. One day I want to do a reading with all those apples, but then for now. And then you have this stone swan. Right, so these are your three options. What you can do is that you can just think about the question, that how do they perceive my life, or you can think about a person and then think to close your eyes and just think about which of these piles will answer this question for you. Like, how does a specific person perceive your life? Just think about the question, open your eyes, and then see which object is attracting you, is the most attractive when you think about a specific person, and that's how you choose your object. And then meet me at the click of your timestamp. Hello, group one. So, if you had selected this dice, then welcome to your reading. Let's put it with six facing us, okay? That's the highest number. Anyway, group one. So, let's start the reading, but first, let me talk about this card, which is the only oracle card that I'm using, and it's Stingray for you. So, group one, what I think this person actually thinks about you is that um, you face a lot of challenges, especially from your family, who are not really um, in support of your choices, be it in terms of career or romantic relationships or friendships, just your lifestyle. Your family may be questioning some of your choices and making you answerable for the way you live your life. And this person is saying that they wish you develop the strength and courage to stand up to them and face the challenges in life, because there seems to be a lot of people who want you to live your life according to them. And although they are not saying that you have people pleasing tendencies, but they do realize that you want to make everyone happy. Like, it would really matter to you, or it would really affect you if your parents or the people who are close to you are not happy with your choices or with your life choices. And this worries them because they think that um, you are standing, like, the phase that you're going through in life right now requires you to stand strong and be bold in terms of um, choosing, or standing by your choices, because you face a transformative period in your life. You're going through something which is major, and you're required to stay true to your path and not let other people's opinion dictate dictate your choices. Okay, don't let other people's opinion become your reality. That is what they're saying. And they understand that you have not formed your personality yet. Like, you are malleable is what they are saying, that you can get influenced by other people, because you are not that strong that you will tell them that I will live by my choices. Because it seems like you have not made up your mind, or you are at a stage in your life where a lot of things are happening, and it could go like either way for you. You might, like, if your family is successful in forcing you to a certain degree, then you might change your mind. That's what they think, or that's what they're saying. So it feels like this person is saying that you've not completely made up your mind, so they worry that at this stage anybody could influence you. Although you are fighting, back of the deck energy is page of swords, fighting. So it feels like you are putting up a good fight, a strong fight in the face of opposition. But like, they do think that if you are, and beneath that we have comparison, five of swords, comparison. So I do think, and then there's seven of cups, I do think that people compare you, especially people around you. They always compare you with others, compare your situation with other people's situation, and then tell you that, look, this person is doing that and they're so much better off, and you should be doing that, and look what you're doing. So I feel like they're saying that you are still at a stage in your life where people can convince you. Although you are putting up a good fight, there is a side of you which is still which still doubts itself. Although your voice is very loud, like you're saying, no, I will do what like seems logical to me, and I'm gonna stick by my values, and I am not going to listen to someone else dictating my life. And although you're saying all of that, you're putting up a good fight, but there is still I don't know why this person is saying that. They don't trust the fact. Okay, so that's their underlying belief, that they don't trust the fact that you've made up your mind completely. God knows what this energy is. As we probably talk about their perception of you, it will become clearer, because they want you to stick to what maybe you have decided on your own, or what you have decided with this person, what you have decided together, because they worry that you might change your mind. And why they do that, I don't know. But do they have no faith like in you? I'm not sure. Anyway, so let's talk about their perception of yourself, like if you, of your personality, of who you are. So in that case, I must say they think that you have a very good personality which is not fully developed yet. Like it's not fully formed, it's like it's still malleable. Why are they constantly saying that you've not totally become like y- uh, how do I even say it? Like things cannot be attributed to you. Your personality is still in a state of flux. Like nobody can say that you are shy, because you may be acting shy, or you may be coming across as shy now, but you might just develop the qualities required to overcome that shyness and someday appear confident. So they're saying that you are at a stage in your life where you are building your personality and you're changing every day, and labels do not work for you. I don't know like which age group I'm talking to, but I think this would be the case irrespective of the age group, where your person is saying that you learn a lot, you're a fast learner. And if they label you with an adjective today, there's a good chance that you might just totally mm, make it turn upside down in a few months. Like they might call you lazy, and then you might do something which proves that wrong. So they're saying that there's like possibilities. Exactly. The card is two of wands, and they're saying that the number of options and opportunities that are there in front of you make them think that anything is possible with you. And you also have that sort of personality where it's hard to predict what you'll come up with, which keeps things interesting. If you ask me, they find you extremely interesting. Your company is something they enjoy a lot, and they're saying that they don't know, like life is never going to be never going to be predictable and boring with you. Like wherever they go with you, wherever they decide to take it, it is always going to be a new adventure, a new story, a new thing to look forward to, a new fight. I do think that this dynamic that you're asking about, there is a lot of back and forth bickering and arguments and fights going on in this connection. I feel that it keeps the passion alive. That's what at least your person thinks, and maybe that's what you think. Anyway, so that's their perception of you. And they also think that there's a good chance that you guys might be together for the long term, and you guys might even get married, if you ask me, because the possibilities with the two of you are endless, and they think that you guys are a good match. Like what I would say about this pile, if it is a romantic person that you're asking about, like if it is a romantic connection, they do think that even beyond this romantic dynamic that you have, you guys are good friends. And you will always be in each other's life in some capacity, is what they're saying. So next is their perception of your family, which is here signified by 10 of cups, and here it talks about their perception of your second house. So not only your family, even the way you speak. Okay, so they think that you have had a beautiful upbringing where your parents made sure that you're kind and you're sweet, and You have a way with words where you make people feel extremely comfortable, you make them feel very comfortable. You, like, there's a thing coming up where even if their family didn't approve of you, the way you speak and the way you come across, if you were to meet with their family once, they are saying that their family would be like would be forced to approve of you because of your nature, because of how sweet you are. And they're also praising your family highly. They're saying that they have done a great job of bringing up a very kind-hearted sweetheart, kind-hearted sweetheart, right? And the fact that you have immense respect for your family, no matter what the circumstances. I think you always make an attempt to support and stand by your family, which they are saying that um, you always try to understand their perspective, and even if they are obstructing your path, or just they are the obstacle that you have to overcome. When your family is the obstacle, even then you are very respectful of them. Like, no matter what the situation, you're extremely respectful of your family members, and that gives them the idea that in general you are a respectful person. You also, they also think that your family is well to do, and you come from a place where you're well taken care of. Maybe spoiled, I don't know, but they're saying that you're well taken care of, and they think that they would also, if they uh, come to your house as a friend or as a partner, or become one of them, like they go on to become a member of your family, they think that they will be treated well. Now, your siblings and your communication skill. Hmm. Right, right, right. So, when you speak, there is a melancholy in your voice or in your words, where people understand that you have probably been through a lot, which is why you are here. I'm looking at Five of Cups and talking about this, right? Which is here signifying the third house. So, your family would have, not your family, your sibling would have some like sort of relationship with you which hurts them. If you have a sibling, that is. If you don't have a sibling, then the absence of sibling may be something that hurts this person. They think that you are lonely. If you have a sibling, then they think that even with the sibling in your life, or the siblings in your life, you pretty much have to bear the burden of your family alone. You are responsible and your sibling is not. Either there is no sibling, or if there is, then it's as good as that sibling not being there, because the sibling dynamic is such that it constantly disappoints you, or they think that it is disappointing you, that your sibling is not fair to you, or your parents are not fair to you and your sibling, something like that. But they are not very appreciative of this state of affair, where if there is a sibling, then I don't think they approve of your relationship with your sibling. And if there is no sibling, then they understand that how you are having to shoulder the responsibility of your family alone, and how burdened you feel sometimes. Okay. And they also think that your family members have expected too much out of you, which is why you have learned to be extremely um, careful of people's expectation of you, where you care, you genuinely care what others are expecting from you, but you are not um, very considerate of your boundaries, or you don't really, you let other people have it their way. And it kind of frustrates you. It frustrates you, which is why you get overwhelmed. And after that, it shows in the way you are acting with them, in the way you're behaving with them. It's like you get disappointed by a lot of people, and then they have to bear the brunt of that disappointment, because you are very close to them. So probably once you're disappointed by other people, you kind of let it out on them, something like that. What else can I say? You, I don't know, you don't like traveling short distance, you like long distance travel? Yeah, I think you enjoy long distance traveling. Short distance traveling is something that doesn't work for you. Do you come late, or you're always late or something? I don't know. That may be an issue. And also, when they speak to you, you always tend to pick up fights which are influenced by previous fights or topics that you have fought on previously. And you also have trauma from other relationships, like you have been in the past. So it does seem like you have a lot of unhealed trauma, which kind of shows in your words and the way you handle situations. And that's why I think the family aspect was coming out so much. It feels like you've had some issue, maybe fear of abandonment or something, where your family made you feel like feel very helpless, and that trauma never left your system, which kind of shows in the fights that you have, and the conversations kind of turn into some problem which becomes a burden for both of you to deal with. Right. So what is their perception of your foundation of who you are, of your home life and solitude, your mind, going with the flow? They do think that you are somebody who's capable of handling a lot, because you tend to give other things due consideration, like other factors in your life due consideration. Even with all these things playing out in your life, you still have a very balanced head on your shoulders, and you are quite understanding of life, of different people, of different circumstances in your life. So they're saying that, and you really love you love people wholeheartedly, is what they're saying. Okay, and you have a ability to get along with people. um from the some of the things that they said about your sibling and the way you fight, I don't know how they're saying this. And they're also saying that you inherently are a nice person who loves other people. Now, what is their opinion of your romantic aspect? Like, how are you, like, how do they perceive you romantically? Romantically, they really think that you're quite a catch. Like, if somebody ends up with a person like you, then they would be lucky to have you as a partner. And that's what they think about you as well. They think that you, like, the romantic dynamic between the two of you is quite magnetic. And also another thing that is coming up from the world card is that they think of you as this missing person, missing piece in their life, where finding you, they have been able to find their joy to an extent. And they say that, going to a place without you is so boring now, because you bring life to any situation, and any place that they go to, they always think of taking you there. Anything that they have, they always think of having it with you. So like that. And like, you complete their uh, picture, or the picture frame, something, but like, you make them feel complete. Now, their your daily life, 8 of Cups, letting go, they do think that a lot of what you do is that you just um, pull yourself away from people and situations, and then it's like you try not to get attached to anybody. You're doing everything, but I don't think that they consider you to be too attached to your family or your work. This person might think that you are too obsessed with them, or they are your priority. And other things you really don't care about that much. You're not even that attached to your work. It's like, but they might even call you lazy. They don't, in fact, they don't think that you are too attached to the idea of a sole purpose, or having a goal in your life which you have to reach. They are kind of saying that, I know that you have eight of pentacles here, but they are saying that you, okay, you also work or you do your things from a detached perspective, which is nice, but they do think that you are obsessed with them. So they're saying that you don't give things more importance than they deserve. You are not too attached to anything, and you let things run their like run their course, and you don't obsess over the outcome too much. Even if you are investing in something, or you're doing a job, there's always this a little bit of detached wisdom where you're like, okay, fine, if it happens, it will happen. Things don't really get to you, which is nice. And you even, oh my god, even with enemies, right? Sixth house is the house of enemies as well. Even with enemies and diseases, it feels like uh, things really can't break you. And yes, you are dealing with a lot. I think that you have a lot of opposition. You have people who are really jealous of you and everything, but you try to maintain a distance and you try to concentrate on your life. And I think you are learning to do that, and also they appreciate how much of that you have already done. Okay, now the seventh house, four of pentacles. Okay, they think that you're not investing into this partnership as much as you should be. They do think that, especially financially, you are not contributing a lot. I don't know why they're saying that. You, like, if the situation resonates, then you can always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So they're saying that you are not contributing enough financially, at least, and you are very careful in terms of investing in this connection. They are saying that you have one foot in and one foot out, which means that you're not totally invested in this connection in terms of future. I think long term plans. There's a possibility that you may be thinking in your head that maybe I want to be careful about whether or not this relationship has a future, potential or not. And that is something that they're saying that they're aware of. They know that you are not fully committed. Okay, right, this is the energy that I was feeling in the beginning of the reading, that they think that you might change your mind, that you're not fully invested and everything. Yeah, yeah, so that's the energy that is coming from the seventh house as well, that you're not fully into the relationship. Like, they think that yes, you love them and you're probably obsessed with them and everything, but yeah, there's a good chance that your family might still convince you otherwise, something like that. Okay, now the eighth house, Six of Swords. Eighth house is the house of secrets, and also physical intimacy can also be seen through that, because it's the original house of Scorpio. So what I can say, my friend, is that they find it very relaxing to have like a physical intimacy. A moment of physical intimacy with you is very relaxing for their soul. They feel like when they come hug you at the end of the day, or you guys, probably even when you take it further, what they find absolutely like beautiful about the exchange that you have, at least physically, is that you can make them forget their worries and their burdens and everything. Like, you take the load off their chest or off their soul somehow. You can just give them a hug and make them forget anything that has happened to them. So and they're saying this specifically about a hug. They really love hugging you. And it's like you always show them that, again, possibilities. Like, it's you always show them that even when they have had a bad day, you always show them that anything is possible. It will be a new day tomorrow. And you kind of make them feel calm always. You are the source of their calm, they're saying. I think this person worries a lot that someday you might leave them, because you actually have an effect on this person that they find very soothing. And they also love telling you their secrets. Like, they think that whatever has happened to them, I don't think they have ever tried to hide it from you. They might hide like serious things, like if they like a girl or a guy, they might hide it from you. But they might even tell you, I don't know what your relationship dynamic is like, but they might hide things that will get them into trouble, but more or less they try to tell you everything that they are experiencing. Okay, the ninth house empress, they're saying that your understanding of religion, your understanding of the world is something that excites them a lot. They find it absolutely amazing how you perceive the world, and they would love to explore the world with you. They would love to go to the end of this creation with you. Like, it's like every place that they can imagine in their head, they would like to explore that with you. It would only make sense, or it would only be beautiful if you are by their side. They think that you would be a wonderful parent, father or a mother. You would make a wonderful parent. And they also think that you are extremely wise in a very spiritual sense. Like, you have this knowledge and understanding, or a capacity to understand the mysteries of the world, which might escape um, other people's notice. And you're blessed by the higher forces. That's what they feel. They are saying that they love to travel. They either love to travel or would love to travel to different countries with you and explore different cultures with you. Okay. And they love nature walks, or they love doing things which involves natural settings, like maybe planting a tree, or going to lakes and everything, going for swimming. They love having all these interactions with you. Now, 10th house is denoted by Eight of Pentacles. So they're saying that you have this reputation, and at least their reputation of, like, your reputation, no, not their reputation, your reputation with them is that you are extremely hardworking, and you just like to keep building your empire brick by brick. It's like you always invest in your work every day, and you try to take care of what you're doing. Like, you're always working on yourself, and that's how people know you. And it's not like you're not after something extraordinary, but your life is very mundane and boring, and like everyday routine is mundane and boring. And it's not like they're complaining about it, they're saying that it's beautiful. Like, how you wake up and then you do this and then you do that, you take care of that one aspect, then you go on to the next aspect. It's beautiful how you like weave your day together, and everything that you do in a day, they would love to watch. It's like, have you seen those vlogs, village vlogs, where they show very simple like simple things, like people cooking on basic equipment and everything, and cooking like very basic lunch and dinner. How beautiful that is for people who are so disconnected from nature. So the satisfaction that we get, or people get, out of watching such village simple living vlogs, is what they get from seeing you work. And that's your reputation. Like, you calm things down, and you're a hard worker, and whatever you do, there's like, it's not like you would go and do something magnificent. No, you will put in your effort little bit every day, and it would eventually lead to something magnificent. You end up building things which are so great, because you're putting in your everyday effort. And they love to see you work. They love calling you and asking you what you're doing, or they love seeing you at your work. And they just think that you also have a reputation of being a very diligent worker, so they love that aspect of you at work. Okay. 11th house, your friends, Six of Cups. They love your friends. They think that, I don't know if you guys have mutual friends, but the friends that you have, maybe you either share or you don't share together. They're saying that they are absolutely in love with your friends group, and they think that you are in very good hands in terms of your friends, and also the people that you engage with, the way you engage with society, the way you care for society. Forget the friends, but the way you care for society, and the way you want to bring about changes in the society, the way you dream of seeing like an ideal life or an ideal world, is something that inspires them, and they respect you for that. Okay, because 11th house is also the original house of Aquarius, which talks about social change. So your understanding of what all you want to bring, it's like you operate from a space of love, and they honor and respect that a lot. Okay, so their understanding of your like hidden psychology, and it's also the house of bed pleasure, so it's denoted by Knight of Wands, right? So behind the scenes, behind the closed doors, they find you extremely attractive, and they think that it's extremely fun to just be with you, say in a room, or if they are left in private or left alone with you, they have a great time. And they think that you guys have jokes which only you understand, and the way you share your secrets with each other, and you share your life with each other, the fun that you have, the things that trigger you, they're saying that it's like they like it, like they like your personality. Basically, behind the doors and even behind your back, this person is like actually misses you, actually wants to be with you, and longs to unite with you. And that's why I think they're scared that you guys might not end up together, because what I felt in the very beginning, and what I felt while doing the reading as well, is that you guys are not together. Like maybe it's not like a solid, like it's not a partnership yet, or if it is, then they worry that you might someday flip, and then you might leave them. I don't know why they worry, but anyway, if you want me to roll the dice and get you a number, then here it is. Ah, four, right? So where's the fourth house? One, two, three, four. Four going in the flow, right? So they they have a lot of love for you, and they love how you love the world. With the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups, I can assure you that they love your worldview. Okay, and they love your personality, how much you care about people. So that was your reading, group one. Let me know if you like the format and you like the reading, and if it resonated with you. If you're interested in Hindi and Bengali tarot readings, then you might want to check out my other two channels. The details will be there in the description box. If you want to get a personal or spiritual guidance, like if you would want a personal reading from me, or want to get spiritual guidance on any topic, then you can contact me on WhatsApp, Gmail, and Instagram. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Till then, take care. Hello, group two. I'm returning to do your reading after like a long break, not even a short break. So, if you chose this apple, then welcome to your reading. It looks kind of delicious, but you cannot bite into it. So, group two, the only oracle card that I'm like oracle deck that I am using for this reading is the animal spirit oracle deck, and from that we have the card wolf, right? So group 2, it seems like this person thinks that you think about people a lot, you think about their well-being, and how you can improve other people's life, and you are somebody who's genuinely concerned about not only your family, but also um, people in your community all over the world, and you're concerned about social issues. But what this person does not like is that when you assume that you know better than everyone else when it comes to a situation, they want you to understand that although you mean well, sometimes assuming that your path is the only right path, or only that which you think is right should be the norm, is kind of being too short sighted, or not being able to take the reality of things into consideration, and they understand that sometimes you have this, like, you get too attached or too involved, and you also get hurt when things do not go according to your understanding, which may be to the, like, which may be to the highest good of all. But sometimes people are not in a position to understand that sort of um, outcome or reality. For example, you might want your community or your locality, you might want all, like, the entire world to ban plastic, but they may not be prepared for something like this, and you might throw a fit saying that how come people are not prepared to ban plastic, are not prepared to give up the use of plastic. It doesn't make sense to you. But then what you have to take into consideration is that people have already gotten used to plastic being a very easy um, like means of storage, when it not only in like everyday life in daily households, but also for the medical industry and other, yeah, for industrial use, the kind of plastic, the dependence on plastic is quite a lot. And so until and unless there is a substitute, there is an alternative, people cannot really make a switch. But I understand your intolerance for it as well. But this is an example, and this is like, I don't mean to rationalize the example, but I am saying that I understand where you're coming from, and I also understand that why you feel like you've had it with the world. But this person is concerned that sometimes you just don't understand that there are other things that need to be taken into consideration. But they are saying that they understand that you mean well. Okay. So, for the first house, their understanding or their idea of your personality, how they think of your overall personality, is that you are pretty abundant. I mean, you feel like a catch, like you are the trophy partner. You could be the trophy partner for somebody, because like getting somebody like you, getting to date or getting to marry somebody like you, is like a statement in itself. They like the way you dress, they like the way you talk. It feels like you are like, there's this understanding that you're well behaved, well mannered, well read, like well educated, obviously, um well cultured, well traveled. It feels like you are a mix of everything nice and exquisite. You smell really well. The person is also saying that your taste in things is fine, and like you like the finer things in life, probably in terms of what you wear, what you like to eat, the places you like to go to, the friends you like to keep, finer taste, right? You are actually very mindful of who's good for you and who's not, and you surround yourself with people who genuinely support you, who are authentically like your friends, not snakes in the garb of a friend or something like that. Okay. Or snakes in the clothes of a sheep, nothing like that. There is also a hidden message about you being a good cook, or you knowing how to decorate the place, or yeah, obviously you need to you know how to look good, but also, but like, irrespective of gender, you dress really well, and you look like, even if you were wearing clothes which are not that expensive, you make it look exquisite, like you make it look expensive. But I think there's also something about you having a like good sense of aesthetics. Everything that you choose, whether it's like, it's very classy, the shades that you wear and the prints that you choose, everything looks pretty pretty damn nice when it comes to you. And then in terms of your family, they're saying that your mother is probably somebody who likes to take care of people a lot, and you probably have a father who was strict, who is still strict maybe, but definitely was strict when you were growing up. And although like it the person is saying that your family is something which is supported by your mother. Like it is only because of your mother being there that you probably, or there being a female figure. Okay, it could be reversed. It could be so that your mother was somebody who was extremely strict and had a more dominating presence in the family, and your father was the one who was like taking care of you and making sure that you had your needs met, and whatever you like, the sensitivities were addressed by. So it could be reversed. I'm not saying that it will always have, like it will always be a strict mother and no, sorry, a strict father and a protective mother, but one of the parents would have been very strict and one of them would have been understanding, protective, caring, nurturing. Okay. You have this side to yourself as well, where you know how to protect your assets and also care for your assets. You are really strict when it comes to certain things, and you like you can set your boundaries well, where you're like no means a no. And there are cases where you are extremely understanding. It reflects your values. Actually, there are things about which you want to be understanding, and there are things that you do not tolerate, and you like are quite strict about it. Okay, now for your third house, it is Emperor and Sun. So when it comes to your sibling, the relationship with your sibling is quite interesting in the sense that there could be more than one siblings, or there could be more than one sibling, and there might not be any sibling. But in any case, even if it's your cousins in question, the relationship that you have with people like brothers and sisters, one of them, uh, if there is one particular person that like takes a lot of prominence in your life, then with that person, I think that person is very in, like quite in control of their life. Like they know how, what they want in life and how to go about achieving it. And your relation, the relationship that you have with that person is also pretty fun and interesting, where you share a lot of wonderful moments together. The way you converse with people, okay, that's about brothers and sisters. Okay, and if you don't have any brothers and sisters, then maybe that part is not applicable for you. So in terms of conversation and how you come across, like your conversations and all, the things that you choose to talk about seem pretty interesting to this person. This person is saying that the way you know how to maintain your boundary, like you make quite an impact with the way you speak and the way in which you present yourself. A lot depends on choice of your words, and how you formulate something, and your world view. But they are quite impressed by the way you express yourself. Now, you might have a rich vocabulary. I'm not saying that you are the Shashi Tharoor of India, but quite impressive actually. And they understand that when you don't want to talk about something, the way you draw the line, where it's with a smile always, like you are intimidating but in the most respectful way. Like you would smile at somebody and just be like, no, I don't wish to talk about that, can we talk about something else? You make the person feel comfortable, but also like let them know that there is an invisible line that nobody's supposed to cross with you. So which is quite impressive, if you ask me, or quite attractive. Now, the fourth house, you like to be at home with yourself a lot, and you have this like what do I say, this quiet sanctuary where you like to relax, and there's a space in your life that nobody can invade. You don't let anybody in, even you don't even let this person in. Wow, I mean, you have this thing where your alone time is really your alone time, and you are this person who likes, who would probably have no problem in going to a restaurant alone or going to watch a movie alone. And if you want to do something, you go ahead and do it. You don't wait for anybody else. Right. Nice, nice. It's like a big cat energy, if you ask me. And also you meditate, and you do a lot of introspection and self-reflection, which is interesting. And kind of, this is where you draw all those topics of conversation from. Like, I think what this person was saying about you picking interesting topics to talk about, and then you being very cautious with your boundaries and careful with your words, and yet being interesting, knowing what to say, how to say it. I think it all comes from the fact that you um, take time out to really get to know yourself, to connect with yourself, and because you are so in touch with yourself. Okay, so what is that quote which says that if you don't know who you are, the world will tell you? So you don't let the world tell you who you are. You know it, you know yourself, you know it for a fact who you are, and so you don't depend on the world's definition of you. Right. So the fifth house, whoa, the romance part. They really like your creative potential, the way you bring a twist to something, the way you choose. I think you choose to uh, express things differently. At least you stand out from the crowd in the sense that the way you frame things, the way you explain something, your worldview is rare, exquisite. It's something that is hard to come by, and they're saying that it makes all the difference. Your way of looking at the world, which comes from the fact that you spend a lot of time alone and a lot of time just thinking about the world around you. You want to do justice to the life that you have been given, and you do that justice, like you meet out that justice by giving everything the attention and time it deserves. So everything gets like fair treatment from you. You're fair. Do we have the justice card? No, but you're fair. Okay. Also, they would choose to be with you. Like, it's a conscious decision that they have made to choose somebody like you. They wanted somebody like you, and they're saying that I would choose you again and again, all over again, in every lifetime, no matter what the circumstance. So that's pretty interesting. And they're also saying that they think that you guys are extremely compatible, and they also think that you've been chosen by the higher forces to be counterparts or be lovers to each other. Hmm. Nice. Okay, so now for the sixth house, your everyday life, nine of wands, exhaustion. So I do think that they think that you take more responsibility than you can handle, and you are troubled by the world's problems, like everything that is concerning about our time and our situation, about humanity in general, concerns you, and like you're concerned about it. And you genuinely care, like it's coming from a space of love where you really want the good of all. But it feels like you can only do so much, like you try to, you probably, I don't know if you're involved with social causes or not, but it seems like you care and you have a tendency to get attracted to that. Like you might just be involved with some social issue or a social cause, raising awareness about it, or some NGO or something you may be involved with, and you might try to do your bit. Even with, like, even when people are talking to you, they would understand that you care, and your concern comes from being well informed about some situation, and also genuinely thinking about the solution. Like you really think that how could we get out of certain things, and what is like what can we do in order to bring about change in the very little way that we can, because you think that nobody is too small or too insignificant to bring about a change. That's These are like your core beliefs, and you live by these principles, which is why I think this person respects you so much. Also, I think when you were a kid, you were made to feel very helpless about a lot of issues. Now, when you grew up, you took it in your hand to kind of make this your goal, that things that can be changed, you will try your level best to bring about that change. I don't know why this person is saying that you were made to feel helpless when you were a kid. I don't know. Maybe you had a very controlling parent who always told you that there are things that you cannot do anything about. The decision will be made by them. So you always had this feeling that when you grow up and when you want to bring about a change, you will like make sure you give the effort. Like you give it your best effort, right? Also, um the person is recognizing that you do fight a lot, and sometimes you get exhausted because people do not take people like you seriously. The world definitely needs more people like you, but they don't take or respect people like you, okay? And because a lot of things that you say fall on deaf ears, um, you just keep fighting a battle that cannot be won, or that is too huge to be won, but you don't give up. Like you keep fighting, and you expect that there will be a day. Right, there will be a day. And that's what they're saying, that I'll tell you why I said right. Looking at what, maybe when I reach 12th house, I'll tell you. But the thing is that they're saying that it's like you have this understanding, not the 12th house, 11th house. You have this understanding that someday, maybe not today, but your voice or the topics that you pick up will gain momentum. Someday people will realize, but you cannot stay quiet uh, until that happens. Like you cannot stay quiet. You will have to do your bit and just hope that someday whatever you are doing or whatever you're talking about will be noticed, and a time will come when people will rise in numbers in order to bring about the change that is in the highest good of all. Another thing that I do feel and want to say about this bit, I feel like you suffer in your mind a lot, although it is wants and it's about actions. I feel like you take actions which are futile. You understand that there's futility to it, because not everybody feels things as deeply as you do. Maybe you talk about lifestyle disorders, or a lot of problems that are genuinely affecting whole of humanity, not like any individual per se. But I feel like these battles are not won, and then not to be won in recent times, or in the near future, because it depends on the awareness and the collective awareness of the society, which I'm not sure everybody can if everybody will rise at the same time. So anyway, but what they're saying is that you suffer in your mind a lot, because although they're saying that you have a strong personality, and every time you understand that something that you are trying to do was not met with the kind of enthusiasm that you were probably expecting, yet you go on to face the world the next day with another, like a new set of expectation again, probably be prepared to be disappointed again. But you keep fighting, like you keep up the fight, which is something, all right, fighting, right? So that is what they admire. At the same time, they kind of feel bad, because they're saying that it's a lot to take on in one lifetime. Okay. Now, for the seventh house, the kind of partnership that you have, they're saying that you are their best friend. I am not sure if this is like you're asking this for a best friend, but they're saying that you are literally their best friend. They love spending time with you. They have the most amazing time with you. But one thing that I feel about this aspect is that they have a great time with you when there are other people around. They are not Like, they're saying that they are not saying that, but I feel that, and I don't know if you feel that. I feel that. I'm not sure again if you would agree, but this person is saying that when they are with you alone, they don't they don't have like a romantic sort of like it's not like a romantic moment. It turns into a friendly moment. It's like fun, and then calling out people, and then um looking at everybody and then rating people based on their fashion choices, stuff like that. It's fun, it's cool, but they're also saying that like we are not able to have like a romantic one-on-one together. It turns into like a friendly banter, or like some sort of they enjoy with you a lot. Sometimes they forget that you are like, if you are asking about a romantic partner, then they're saying that I forget that this person is my partner. It feels like I'm with my best friend, and it might hurt you a little bit because you're like, yeah, I don't want to be your best friend, I want to be your partner. So that might hurt you a lot, and I don't know if you feel that, but I felt like I mentioned it. I felt like mentioning it because I felt like what you would want in the place of three of cups is two of cups, but they are saying that I don't feel it. I love them, but I don't feel it. I don't feel like we are two lovers when we are together. I feel like it's like two best friends getting married. And although some people would really want that, some people would love that, like there are people who would love for their partners to feel like their best friend, but you have this thing because you have it, probably that's why you don't appreciate it as much. You're like, yeah, that's cool, that's nice, but I would like to feel like I'm married to my childhood crush or something, which is a feel that you guys don't have. Again, he or she loves you, and if you're asking about a marriage partner, even then they love you and they would not choose anybody else because they've said it like, I want to choose you over and over again in every lifetime. But they are saying like they do feel like you are friends first and friends primarily, even if it's a romantic relationship. Anyway, for the eighth house, fighting comparison, oh my god, why? Okay, so maybe that's why, I don't know, but you probably compare your relationship with other people's relationship. You always have your eyes on who's doing what, and you kind of feel that if somebody else is going for a vacation or something, you guys should be going too. I'm not sure if you are like that or they are like that, but they are not saying that they are like that, they are saying that you are like that. So they think that you compare your relationship with other people a lot, and sometimes it hurts them to think that what you have together always needs to be pitted against what other people have in order for you to value what you have. Like, what you have is not intrinsically valuable to you, it only becomes valuable in comparison to other people's relationship, which is something that hurts them. They look at it as a challenge. Another thing is that they think that sometimes there should be secrets between the two of you. Okay, something very interesting is coming up. It feels like you share with each other a lot, like you talk to each other about everything. Like, even if you had a crush on another person, and you can easily mention it to your partner can do the same. But the problem is that they think that certain things hurt so bad that they wish that it was kept a secret, because they don't think that everything, like, I'll tell you what. Say if they ask you whether or not you find them attractive, and you were like absolutely honest, and you said that, look, I love you, and when we are together there's nothing in my mind about me wanting to be with someone else. But sometimes when I look at people like maybe Harry Styles or Sam Claflin, or I don't know, uh not sure, Emily Clark, or Jennifer Aniston, like somebody you're naming, and you guys are saying that when I look at them, I feel like maybe I would like somebody like that. But then I look at you and then I forget all about it. The fact that you said that when I look at you, I forget all about it, then doesn't mean much, because you've already said that there's somebody else that you would want to be with or seems more perfect to you than your partner. After you've shared this information, no matter what you say, kind of falls flat in front of that information. That is like, I'm just giving you an example. And they're saying that having known situations like this, where you guys are probably playing a game and you were asked who is your celebrity crush, and then you named a person, and your partner is not able to forget that you said that name, something like that. And they feel like they carry this secret with them, and it's something that they might tell you that I heard what you said, and it's never gotten out of my mind since. And you would be like, but then I did not even mean it. What are you even saying? It was a joke, it was a game. And you would make them feel bad about feeling bad about this in the first place. But your person is still saying that there are certain things which like mm, another thing that I feel about the eighth house segment here is that you are unable to keep a secret. Ah, it seems so. They are saying that they cannot trust you because you always tell others what they have told you. Now, it can be fun sometimes, but there are times when they simply feel like they cannot trust you with big information. Right. So for the ninth house, we have Nine of Cups. So your understanding of the world is absolutely, yeah. What I'm getting is this. It feels like your dharma is to see everyone happy. You want a very idealistic life where life is idyllic, and there's a word that I'm looking for in my head. Fair. Oh, okay, I cannot. What is like communist societies? They tend to be idyllic. But there's another word where it feels like what you want for the world is so beautiful that it feels impossible. Just obviously, what is it called that communist societies are also utopic, right? Utopic. Yeah, utopic. Your understanding of the world is pretty, not understanding, but your vision for the world is pretty utopic, where they think that it cannot be realized because what you want. Some of you may be communist because you see, communism, or whatever Marx, how Marx intended it, was based on rationality. But then sometimes it is so that you, what sometimes, I mean, you cannot actually, practically you cannot have a system like that. And also the importance it gave, and the space it gave to violence is actually uncalled for. But otherwise, if you look at the way it deconstructed capitalism for everybody to understand in the simplest of terms, that is kind of laudable. So I'm not, let's not go into communism or my understanding of it, but your view of life, where you want to live a good life, and you want the good life not only for yourself but also for others, and you actually make it a point to make people understand what is good for them. That is something that they like and appreciate. And you like to, like, probably grow your own food or cook your own food. You are extremely careful about what you put into the system, and also careful about how you are living your life, your lifestyle, carbon footprint, which is again, this person appreciates that a lot. Now about your 10th house, 10 of swords, literally, what are you doing? I mean, I feel like you're involved with some sort of social work or big social project where your job is to bring about huge transformation in the society. Okay, and you single-handedly manage a lot when it comes to that, where you care about what is going on in the world. I have said that quite a few times in the reading, but you actually go out there and fight for it, even at the cost of your own luxury, convenience, sanity. You do a lot for the society, man. I mean, I don't know what you do, but I appreciate your being here and then, letting me bring these messages to you, because I feel transformed by your understanding and your worldview a little bit, because I feel like you really care. You're concerned, and it shows in the many things that came out about your life. It feels like this person is also saying that they respect a lot. They respect this part a lot, and everybody knows this about you. 10th house is your reputation, and this person also knows that, when it comes to a cause, you might like you would not bat an eyelid if you have to sacrifice certain things very dear to you when it comes to protecting the um, interest of, or maybe the higher interests of the society. Okay, you may be a vegan or you may be vegetarian. You might not want to cause a lot of harm to nature, and the way you live your life, you are always looking for alternatives that will be kinder to natural resources, and um, like resource allocation should be more pragmatic according to you, and you're doing your bit from no matter where you are. Anyway, so the 11th house, social causes of the chariot, awareness. Literally, I mean, you're fighting a battle that we probably are not aware of, because it's coming out again and again, and it feels like you don't care who is on your team. You can fight this battle alone, and you do your bit to bring up awareness rather in the society, and you're always talking about things which are important to you, because you don't want to, your thing is like you don't even want people's attention. You're just doing what is right. You're just doing what everybody should be doing. You'd be happy if it came to everybody's attention, and you'd be happy if we started talking about it, but even then you are doing your job, you would say so. And you are learning every day about, how to live life better and how to do things differently, so that we can secure our future and the future of the next generations. That is again very nice. Now, for your 12th house, we have Ace of Pentacles, maturity. You are actually sowing the seed for the future generation to take over, and you're doing it silently. I love it. I love it. You don't even care if everybody's talking about what you're doing. Maybe you share it on social media, but you don't care about how many likes you get, or whether people like whether it's gaining popularity in your group or friends group or your community or not. You're just doing your bit, and absolutely secretly what this person is saying about it, like all of this that you have done, which is like very your mind is extremely occupied with the good of all and the highest of the philosophies and the world's future, the future generation. It's like this person is saying that you are divine in the mask of a human being, in the garb of a human being, and this person respects that a lot. It feels like you are a old soul in a pretty young human body. And another thing that I feel like saying is that you know sometimes that how we are living our lives will end, it will have a very destructive ending. And sometimes you still forgive humanity for everything that it has done, and you can still choose to love humanity. Like you really feel the pain of every animal or every being suffering because of the ignorance of human civilization, or whatever we have brought, the things, like whatever reality we have manifested for ourselves, whatever the number is of the number of animals that have gone extinct, and the number of lakes and water bodies that do not exist anymore, whatever we have done, even after all of that, full awareness of it all, you've still chosen to forgive humanity, chosen to love humanity. You are optimistic about it, about its future, and you're constantly doing your bit to improve our chances of survival of not only the planet but um, of life in general. And that is beautiful, and this person is saying that is beautiful. So they understand that the way you are investing every day in an unforeseeable future is beautiful, and they understand that you are a matured soul for that reason. And I don't know if you meditate and all, but they are saying that you get your messages and you get your courage from like higher realms, which is why you're so courageous, which is why you're capable of making this sort of energetic investment. When they make love to you, if it is a romantic connection, it feels like they are in the presence of something extremely divine. And there's this slight element where I'll tell you that they feel like, what is it called, Madonna then dash complex. You might want to look it up. Just Google Madonna complex. You'd look it up. Maybe this person has that, where this person is saying that you are too good or you're too divine for their, like for their own good. Like it feels like in your arms they have this slight inferiority complex, where they're like, this person is too good to be true, or this person is too good for me. They have that, and I don't know why I'm saying that they might have Madonna dash complex, but it feels like they might. That's it. So that is their opinion of you. Back of the deck energy is two of wands possibility, so they do think that a future is possible with you, and your future looks pretty abundant with all the opportunities that they think that you might have because of the kind of person you are, your intelligence or what you do. You're totally invested. You don't even care, because we have 10 of swords. You don't even care if it's like depleting you, exhausting you. You just care about doing good work, and you don't even care who gets the credit for it sometimes. So that's beautiful, and that's why they're saying that, you are a fool, but you might go to places. So that is the reading for you, group 2. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. For more readings like this, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in Bengali and Hindi tarot readings, then you can subscribe to the other two channels as well. You will find the details of it in the description box below. If you want personal guidance or spiritual guidance from me regarding any situation, then you can contact me on WhatsApp, email, and Instagram. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Till then, take care. Hello, group 3. If you had selected this one, then welcome to your reading. This is what it looks like. Right, so group 3. What should I tell you first? Yeah, let me first tell you about this oracle card that we are using. It's the only oracle card that I'll be using for this reading, and your card came out as Spider. So group 3, your person. Okay, first of all, there is a lot of spiritual references in this pile, because I feel like essentially you are viewed as a spiritual person, or you could be intrinsically spiritual, and you might have a spiritual outlook on life. But what this person is saying is that the way you put your mind to things, where you only care about doing the thing at hand, and you are not looking at the outcome because you've surrendered the outcome to God, and you're just doing your little bit, like doing your bit, like how spider weaves its web. It's just concerned with building one bit at a time, and I don't think it is thinking about the huge task it needs to achieve or complete to build a strong web. It's just it's a little being, and the spider is only thinking about getting that little bit patch ready that he's working on. Okay, not the entire thing. And when it is done, like when it's finished, it has then created this amazing web, which has become an inspiration for so many things for us. Think about the world wide web, and then also financial web, or we have taken references of, taken references from the spider's web to create so many things. So it's inspirational, and I don't think they realize how inspirational they are. Also, it's very fragile, and yet it is able to sustain them magically in this universe. Like, just think about how vulnerable and how fragile a spider's web is, and yet they take all this effort to build something which is, again, pretty magnificent. I feel like you are doing a job like that where you actually uh, don't worry about your protection. You're surrendered to God. I now remember one video that I had shot, and I had put it as an Instagram reel of a caterpillar hanging by a thread of saliva, and I could have like crushed that caterpillar had I not seen it, or had I not seen it hanging at my eye level. So if I had not seen that, I could have, like, something would have happened. But the universe made sure that I went to that place at a time when the caterpillar would be hanging at my eye level exactly, so that I'm able to spot it and also make sure that the caterpillar does not get crushed. And then, so the universe, which ensures the safety and protection of a being as small as that, imagine what the universe could do for you, and you understand that implicitly. Like, you understand where that, your protection, if God wants. See, there's this saying, I'm a Bengali, and there's this saying in Bengali which goes like this: rakhe hori mare hori rakhe ke, which means that if Krishna decides to kill you, then who will save you, and if Krishna decides to save you, then who can kill you? So it's like that. And you think that you are alive now by the will of God, and it's God it's up to God to protect you and keep you safe. And if God is willing, then you can get everything done, um, like, at its own time, and there would not be any obstacle, and you just surrendered your safety and security to God, and that is how you choose to live. So you're not too worried about your safety, your protection, and you're not worried about the little things in life which actually worries a lot of human beings. You are only concerned with doing your dharma, which is for the for the spider weaving its web, nothing more than that. And probably it's gonna, like, kill some insects and all, which kind of gets stuck in its web. So basically it needs to build a great web, and then everything else is taken care of from that point. So for you, it's something like that, where you just try to do your bit, your dharma, whatever you think is right, whatever you think you're meant to do, and that's it. And that, from that point on, you let God handle your affairs. So that is how this person views you. Now, your appearance, talking about your appearance, this person thinks that you are, again, guided by spirit. You're getting a lot of help from the spiritual realms, where your personality is such where it seems like you are otherworldly in terms of how you come across and some of the things that you say. There is a star seed like feel to your personality. Honestly, I don't know if this person knows about star seed, but what they might feel is that you are ahead of your times, or you are rare, and then the things that you talk about might not make sense to a lot of people, because you are the wisdom that you have is of the highest kind, and although it doesn't make sense to everybody, it's pretty apparent that you are being guided by God, something like that they think. And when it comes to your appearance, they are saying that it is really not about how you look for them. So you might interpret it any way you want to, but what they're saying is that there's magic in your eyes, and the magic is not limited to your eyes alone. It's like there's magic in your being, in the way, like in your aura, in your energy. You feel like a high vibrational being. They're saying that whenever they are in your presence, they feel like they're in the presence of somebody who is not ordinary, or who's not, because okay, have you heard about this thing where they say that when you hurt somebody, be careful, you never know who they are protected by in the spirit world. So it's like that, where whenever they come across you, they feel like they have they are in the presence of somebody who is a big deal, but they don't know how. Like it feels like you are a spiritual big deal, but again, they don't know how, they don't know why they feel like that. They don't know exactly what it is about you that makes them feel intimidated, scared, and also uh, it inspires awe and respect. And yet they cannot figure out exactly what is it about you that makes them feel this way. But they do think that you're supported a lot, but not by any human being, but by the higher forces. Okay, where there are deities involved in giving you the position and place that you hold in this world. They don't know a lot about the place that you hold in the world, by the way, because they're not being able to say what exactly it is about you that they feel is so powerful, but they do understand that you are powerful. If you look at this card, you will be able to see how this person is being like led by spirit, or being guided by spirit. They are looking backwards, but spirit is like holding, like an angel is holding their hand, and it's like taking them forward. So it's called guidance. So it feels like you're guided, you're protected, and that's what they feel. How and why, they don't know. Okay, now your family receptivity, queen of cups, they're saying that you probably come from a very nurturing family where you've been cared for a lot, and um, your family understood what you need and has been able to provide that for you, in the sense that they're saying that you are a high vibrational being, all right, and you are guided by spirit. Now in the wrong hands or in the wrong family, this could be exploited, or um, this could be treated or mistreated. This could be treated very poorly or mistreated. um, you could even be tortured, if not if not made to feel small. Like something very bad could have happened to you, but because you were born into the right family, because you got the right kind of environment to um, bloom and become your own person, were you able to become this person today. That is what they're saying. And they're saying that they think your voice and your charisma, your personality, comes from a safe nurturing, or comes from a place of safe parenting, or safe upbringing, right? That's the word, safe upbringing, where you've had your parents give you the right values and the right tools to navigate through life and its difficulties. For the third house of communication and siblings, they do feel that the way you communicate and the way you come across, it feels like you if you have a sibling, it feels like you have a very strong bond with your sibling. Like your family is your support system, where they nurtured and nourished you, yes, but with your siblings and cousins, it feels like they are your support system. You draw your strength from them, because you have such a good and strong bond with your family, are you able to be this amazing character that you are? And when you speak, if there are no brothers and sisters involved, it feels like when you speak, you always make an impact. And why are they saying this? I don't know, but they're saying that you look into people's eyes when you're speaking, like you do not hesitate. You look directly in the eye when you're making a, like when you're having a conversation, and you're like, um, but the person that you're speaking to feels the power of your soul. So no matter what, no matter in what capacity you have gone to a place, or no matter what your intention is, you always make people feel like you are winning, like you have won, like you are the one, like. And they're saying this in the most benign way. They're saying that, like, they don't mean to come to your notice, or they don't mean to say something which will be alarming for all of us. Like everybody listening to the reading will be like, ah, who is this group 3? Yeah, but then they're saying that whenever group 3 speaks, it's like people have to notice, people cannot look away, because it's something in their um, glare, or something in the way they choose their words, and the pauses they make, the pauses they take, and the way they frame their sentences, how less they speak, or how they have very clear idea about what sells and what does not sell. What is, like, you always make politically correct statements. They are saying something about politics as well, which we will, get to eventually. So they're saying that you have a good understanding of the world and how the world operates. They don't know how you have it. You probably have had good education that way. Hmm. Right, right. So you probably have learned, we'll talk about it here, but you've probably learned a lot about the world already, where you are able to understand what to say to whom, which community requires you to be careful when talking about certain topics, and which community requires your support, because they are currently, given the time and space, currently one of, like, probably backward, or probably needing a lot of help. So you have a good understanding of the world, which kind of reflects in your statements. Hmm. So then for the fourth house, there is Two of Wands. This card appeared in all the readings today. Sometimes we have cards like that, which choose to become like the protagonist of a reading. For the Two of Wands possibilities for fourth house, it feels like the kind of upbringing and foundation that you've had, and also the emotions, the emotional balance that you are able to keep. It gives indication of your potential. Like, you, no matter where you are, I don't think you have achieved everything that you were meant to achieve by now. I don't think you've, like, you have been able to strike off certain goals that you have had, but they're saying that it is very clear from your personality and from the way, the kind of impact that you make, that you're going to go on to do big things in life. And that is reflected in your, like, in a moment of, quiet and calm, the way you choose to spend your time, just probably sitting on the couch, and you're just chilling and reading newspaper, but the vibe that you give off and your energy speaks volumes, that there is no ordinary person in the midst of us. There is someone who will go on to do big things. And they're saying that it is apparent from your demeanor, like the way you choose to carry yourself. I don't know why, I don't know what you do, because can you see that there's an eagle there? There's an eagle there, and the eagle is able to, the eagle, by the way, is one of the apex predators, I think so, among birds. But eagle has a very good eyesight. They're able to see things which normally others are not able to from such a height. So they're saying that looking at you, it feels like you are a big deal, and that is kind of apparent from a distance. Like it's not like somebody has to know you personally or know be very close to you to understand that you have some sort of talent or you are big deal in some way or the other, but it's something which is very apparent. God knows why they're saying that. And then you come across riding a tiger. So I don't know, you have a big personality. Again, I have said this in another pile as well, but you have big cat energy. Then for the fifth house, there is two of pentacles moment to moment. It feels like you have had knowledge of a lot of things when you were studying. Like you literally studied a combination of subjects where you now have a great idea about a lot of things which normally eludes the common public or the youth. So they are saying that they have met so many people. I don't think you are in relationship with this person, because this person is so in awe of you. I don't think you guys are together, because it feels like more like somebody that you would admire from a distance, that you look at and you go like, wow, this person is this and then this and this. They don't have a clear understanding of your life, but they're saying that they're kind of admiring you from a distance and saying, how are you able to do this and then this and then this as well. So it's a lot of curiosity combined with admiration. So anyway, five of no sorry the fifth house, denoted by two of pentacles. So they're saying that you have juggled many a careers, or you've studied a combination of things in order to make you as knowledgeable as you are, and your creativity is such which is not expressed in one area alone. Oh my god, they're saying something beautiful where they're saying that if they look at you and think, okay, this person is good at painting, someday you will come up with some culinary skill where they'll be like, okay, you're good at this as well. And then if somebody thinks that you're good at writing, you will impress them by your understanding of fashion. And then if somebody thinks that you are like good at maths, you will impress them with your poems. So you are multi-talented, and it's just when they think that you have one talent, you show them the other. And they can sometimes think that you've got no chill, because you can balance yourself at so many, and you have expertise, or maybe not expertise, but you're good at so many things. You're jack of all trades and master of none, and they think that you can go on to, as the jack of all trades, you can go on to be the master of any trade that you wish to. But with so many talents to choose from, I think they understand that it is hard for you to decide which one to pick and which one to excel at. And this is something even they are saying that it would be like, for example, when they read your poem, they might tell you, you should write, you absolutely need to write. And then the way you solve number, like the way you solve maths, and the way you can weave a way, like web of numbers in your head, and then create something extraordinary with numbers, they will tell you that, oh my god, you should be a mathematician. And then they will see you solve a quantum physics problem, and they'll be like, oh my god, you should be like, I don't know, a spiritual mentor. So, and they look at you and they think that one, they cannot make up their mind as to what they want to, like, so as to how they want to see you or what they want to see you as. And they're like, so how will you make up your mind? They don't, they know it's difficult, and because they are having a hard time choosing a career for you in order to admire you. Like they cannot say, like they cannot tell you go be a songwriter, because the moment they tell you that go be a songwriter, they'll find out you're painting and they'll be like, okay, maybe not a songwriter, maybe you should be a painter. So they're saying that if I have such a hard time choosing what I want to see them as, imagine what they might be going through, and they recognize that. Hmm. Wonderful. Right. So, for the sixth house, Three of Cups, what do you do for a living, man? Huh? You're always having fun, they're saying. They're saying that whenever they look at you, they're having fun, and like you're having fun, and you seem to be in the company of, um, like the greatest friends and the greatest people. Um, okay, one thing that I feel that is coming through is that they think that they want to be your friend. They want to be your friend so bad. I don't think you're friends with this person, or if you are, I don't think that you're very close to this person. Okay, one thing that I feel about this card is that this person might be feeling that, maybe looking at you from a distance and feeling that you have you're always in the company of people who make you really happy, you come across as really happy, that you would be an interesting friend to have, that you are a good friend. um, Whoever you're with, you're always having fun. I don't think they are in this group. I don't think they are your friend. If they are, if you're asking about somebody who is your friend, then I must tell you that your friend admires you a lot. If not, like has an like if like has a crush on you. If not that, this friend might have a crush on you, by the way. If you're asking about somebody who is in your life and who knows you, then yeah, there's a good chance that they have a crush on you. But I feel like they want to be your friend, and they are also saying this is happening for the sixth house. This is your everyday life. Every day what you do for living is fun. Wow. So they're saying that every day what you get involved with, and the way you do things, you make even the tiniest of things which should be monotonous and boring for everyone else, you make it look fun. So say you take a job at some industry where you have to tend to the machines, even that can seem fun when done by you. So you bring that element to things where it seems like your the way you live is fun. You're having a lot of fun living your life. For the seventh house is the bird and six of swords. They do want to, I don't think that you're partnered with this person, but they do want to take you away to a distant place where only the two of you will be there, and they would want to speak to you about their life and about the things that bother them, about the things that they've not been able to share with anybody else. They would just want to um, take some load off their chest. And this is not a load that they want to share with anybody else, because they have never felt so safe as they have done with you, or you make them feel safe. Six of swords, it's like they wish that there may be a lot of distance between the two of you, because I don't think you, again, I don't think you guys are partnered together. I don't think there's three and there's six, right? And I don't think that you guys are it's there's no possibility that you will get married soon or something. I think there's something separating you. There's some obstacle, something which is keeping you two apart, which is why they're saying that for the partnership to happen, the partnership in their head is appears as something where they would be moving to a more secure space with you. So they think that they will be safe and secure with you. In fact, if they were able to live with you, if they can live with you, then what would happen is they would be safe, they would feel safe, right? But they're saying that that is not a possibility. Why? Because there's too much that needs to be dealt with. So I don't think you guys are together. There's definitely something standing between the two of you. Right. Okay, for the seventh house you have, no, for the seventh house, no, for the eighth house, you're four of wands. Okay, wow, wow, wow. So when you come together, if you're asking about a friend, I really don't know what to say, but whoever you're asking about is saying that anything that you build together will have a very solid foundation. My god, they're saying that they can trust you with their life, because eighth house is the original house of Scorpio, which is the house of secrets as well, and which is also the house of like physical intimacy. So I do think that this person thinks that if you share a moment together, it will have they will have nothing to worry about. They trust you implicitly, and being with you feels like being with somebody they have always known. Four of Wands is also known as the 111 card. It's also known as the twin flame card, twin flame soulmate card. It often denotes marriages, so it feels like they have known you always. It reminds me of the quote by Rumi, where it says that lovers do not meet each other one day, they are in each other all along. Something like that, where they feel like they've always known you. They've like you've probably been past life lovers, or you have some sort of connection, soul connection, where you're extremely comfortable with each other's presence, soul, energy, something like that. And they would never have to worry about you keeping anything a secret, because there's a lot to keep secret. Like there's a lot that you guys are not talking about at the moment. I'll tell you what, like if you're asking about somebody that obviously you're asking about somebody, how would you know otherwise who I'm talking about? Yeah, so about this person, if this person has ever made an eye contact with you, then you've probably kept it a secret. You've kept a lot of things that this person probably could not um wait a second. Yeah, so what I was talking about is that there must have been something that you've exchanged between the two of you, which is kept a secret because you were not in a position to share it with everybody. I don't think if Four of Wands was a reality that you were living, I don't think this is your husband, you know. I don't think if this was a reality that you were, like if you were living this reality, then you would be here asking me this question. I don't think I don't think you are with this person, but I feel like this person wants to be with you. Six of Swords as the seventh house energy is the major in giveaway, which is saying that like you are not together, but this person wishes that, you know, if they think that if you were together, then you would have a very strong, you would be able to build a very strong unit together, and you would be operating from a very strong foundation. And they think that your values match, and in secrecy, the kind of people that you are behind the doors, the kind of people that you are compatible. Sometimes we are compatible in front of the world, but when we are in like in our like maybe in our solitude, we are not compatible with a lot of people. And maybe you know, when our authenticity shines through, then we understand that the people that we love aren't necessarily the people that we can spend our lives with. But that seems to be reversed, like that seems to be in contrary to this energy, where when you come into your authenticity, when this person comes into their authentic energy, then you guys are compatible. Behind the doors you are compatible. Maybe to the world you're not being able to show that. Okay. Then for the ninth house you have Magician. This person thinks that obviously you were born to do something extraordinary in this world, and for that you're being guided and helped by the universe. You're being supported by the universe, where it is easy for you to manifest certain things into reality, which is harder for other people to do. And I don't know why they are saying that. Maybe they have seen you do something or felt something extraordinary around you. Maybe they have seen you pull a certain tricks in front of their eyes, which they have not like they felt that had it not been supported by the universe, then it wouldn't be what it is. Maybe you made them feel a certain way, which they understand is not possible for somebody else to make them feel those emotions or those sensations. You did it very easily, it was very easy for you to do. And that ease with which you did everything that you did in front of them, it comes from a backstory of being supported unconditionally by the universe. Why does the universe has this unconditional support towards you? They have doubted you, they have feared that it is some game. Why do I say that? Because saying that for ninth house, the house of dharma, religion, higher beliefs and philosophies and world travel, you are the magician. To say that this person needs to have or observed something magnificent about you, okay, only then will they be able to make the statement that they are making about you. So they have clearly observed something about you. They think that you understand how the universe works and you are in tune with you always, like you're always trying to gain understanding of how the world works. But more than that, you have a deep understanding of how the world works, which probably is not clear to them. Like they think that your understanding of spiritual concepts and your understanding of reality is much more in alignment with the truth than their version is, or their understanding is not that refined or not that accurate. You have a more accurate and a more um mm, your version is complex in the sense that it has been able to encapsulate um, a lot of higher truths that they cannot wrap their head around. So they don't have understanding of a lot of issues that you do, a lot of things that they find very complicated and maybe even impossible to believe. It just makes sense to you like naturally, and you have this understanding because of some inner potential or inner activation that you have had, which is why you're literally appearing as this being supported by the universe on a lotus leaf, sitting like facing the cosmos. So your belief is the way it is because obviously you have had some experiences. Oh god, there was so much noise in the background. I had to pause so many times. You must have been aware. Anyway, so this interaction that you're having with the cosmos, it's not possible if you are if the universe does not give you access. Yeah, that's the word. If universe does not give you access, so it feels like the universe has given you access. You are close to the universe. You are friends with the higher beings or something, or you're one of them. You're one of them incarnating as a human being, and they have an understanding or a faint understanding of that. Maybe they develop an understanding of acha, right. They sometimes feel like you give them an indication or a hint of who they are, a taste of who they are just by being yourself. That is coming across for some people who may identify with the label of twin flames. I'll tell you why. Because the magician is pretty much the first like proper card. The fool is like an energy of a beginning without there being a solid ground. Magician has some physicality to it where some physicality to it where anything can happen, anything can be manifested based on their energy. So it has the energy of I, like I am. And when they look at you, they get an understanding of who they are. So just by being yourself or by embodying your higher truth, you give them an understanding of their own divinity. Okay, right. For the 10th house, the house of reputation and all, you have the high priestess in a voice, which, okay, so you may be involved with a career or you are known as a spiritual person, somebody who has deep knowledge of spirituality, does something where they have to talk about spirituality, or the way you live your life, whatever you do, you are a spiritual person. Like even if you are, like what I said, if you take up a job at an industry where you have to handle the machines, the way you handle the machines and the way you conduct yourself is a spiritual process. Like you have an understanding of the world and how everything works, which is grounded uh, on spiritual beliefs, spiritual concepts. And also they're saying that everybody knows that you have immense knowledge when it comes to, and when it comes to spirituality, and also that you are guided by spirits some way, that you're guided by the higher forces, or you're getting intuitive downloads, or you have very strong intuition, that you're led by intuition in daily life, something like that. And they also think that this is not their own opinion. A lot of people agree with what they're saying, because this is the 10th house energy, and this is also the energy of their perception of your career. So they think that your career is in something spiritual, right? But I with the high priestess, it's very difficult to say what your career is in, like what you are a tarot reader like me, or I don't think they have an understanding of what you are doing, because nothing specific is coming through. But they're saying that they know that you use your intuition in doing whatever you do. No matter what you do, it's like you use your inner voice, your inner guidance to manifest things into reality. Like you use your ninth house to do your 10th house things, which is pretty much the astrological rules. That is exactly what they're saying. And now for the 11th house, you have 8 of cups. You have no great attachment to society, and you operate from a detached space of letting things be and understanding why things are the way they are. Although you have some understanding of the world, which is pretty profound as we saw it, but there is high detachment, in the sense that you don't get too affected by what is happening in the world, or what others are doing, or trends, or what other people are doing, what your friends are doing, what people think, what the society is saying, what the norms are, what the conventions are. It feels like they don't get to you, or they are not able to touch you. You just do, like you dance to the beat of your own drum. And there are things that you are concerned with, which if they, like if things do not turn out according to your will or your expectation, you have no problems in accepting that. I think it comes from great maturity at saying, see, 11th house is also the house of desires, and if you have 8 of cups there, so it's like you can step away from your desires as well. It's not a big deal for you to let go of those things, and your life is like a journey in letting go, a journey in mastering um, the art of overcoming your own desires, of your own expectations. So it's pretty, like I said, that it is pretty grounded in spirituality, this pile, and their understanding of you. For the 12th house, they're saying that it's 7 of Swords, politics. How are you betraying the world? The world has not been able to see your true nature, your true psychology is distrustful. They're saying that you know more than what meets the eye, and you are somebody that you are not. Like obviously, you've not let people know the true nature of who you are. You're pretending to be somebody that you are not. That you are. They don't trust you because, okay, the back of the deck energy is the Chariot with awareness. So they're saying that you're a spiritual person, but it's like they don't trust your intention. Like you are coming across as ordinary, but you're not. Page of Swords, okay. 12th house, they do think that you are probably spying on them from a distance, and it's behind the scenes, hidden bad pleasure. It's like you are pretending to be a commoner or an ordinary person, or you're pretending to not be interested, but then they think that you are deceiving them. So, with the star here, to clarify this energy, I'm telling you that, and back of the deck energy is the Empress. So, I'm telling you that this person thinks that you are extraordinary, but somehow you're masquerading as an ordinary person, or you are probably in love with them and you're not letting them know, or you're pretending to be somebody that you are not, and they're distrustful of you in the best way possible, or for the or in the most positive way, like in the sense that they think that you are pretending to be their friend whereas you are their lover. You're pretending to be a stranger whereas you are their friend, and you're not letting them know that you are you're literally wearing a mask, and you're not revealing your true self, but you have your eyes on them. With the fighting page of swords, I do feel like you're struggling to keep up this appearance, keeping up appearances, yeah, right. So I feel like you're struggling to pretend to be someone that you're not, at least in terms of their like in relation to them, you're pretending to be extremely ordinary, or something that is not your true nature, and they are able to guess it. They're able to understand that you are trying to deceive them. They're saying that you're more important than you're making yourself seem at this point, but they're able to sense it. Spirit, do you want to say one more thing about this energy, because it's quite interesting though? Do you want to have like one more uh tell me about it? With the Judgment being beyond illusion, and then with the Butterfly and Third Eye, I do feel like they are able to sense with their third eye or with their intuition that you are no ordinary being. The back of the deck energy is still Empress. So it feels like obviously the role that you have to play in their life is, and they are constantly comparing you with other people, and then they're saying that no, no, sorry, group three is more important than this person, than that person. Then why is group three not telling me? That's why I think that you guys are not together. Okay, like you guys are probably not together. Anyway, and so with the Beyond Illusion card, I feel that they're saying that I am able to see beyond illusion, and I'm able to sense that in my silence. God, I feel like I have to show you these things. Okay, just look at these two cards and see this. Do you see a face here? You'd be able to see a face just beneath the moon. So even if it does not appear um, like, like a person in the sky, there is a face of a person in the sky. And here also the moon here taking the space of third eye, and here also there being a very prominent third eye activated um, on this face. It feels like there is some awakening, there is some understanding in them that you are, and this is happening in their 12th house of their understanding of your 12th house. So they're saying that they know that you have kept it a secret, and 12th house is pretty much the house of like dissolution of things and your highest spiritual goals and everything, and where you keep your highest secrets. This is not even like 8th house secrets, it's like 12th house secrets. It's like of the like higher kind, where you keep your spiritual secrets, and like your spiritual truths are hidden in the 12th house. And it's also the house of liberation and moksha. So they think that you have come here with a much much greater purpose than you're currently letting on. And they are able to sense it with their, they are able to sense your power and your significance in their life, and they're able to sense that you being somebody that somehow you're not telling the world, or you're not telling them. Why is this like Seven of Swords in the 12th house? So they think that you are you are a big deal and you're not telling them. or you're not telling anybody, and they're saying that I've been able to like caught you, like I you can't fool me, group 3. Like, I know who you are and you're no ordinary person. That is what they're saying. Anyway, so that was your reading, group 3. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. It's 2 hours now. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoy the reading. And if you are interested in Bengali and Hindi tarot readings, then you might want to check out the other two channels that I have. The details of that you'd be getting in my description box. If you are interested in getting a personal spiritual guidance from me on any topic, then you can contact me on WhatsApp, Gmail, and Instagram. What else is there? No, there's nothing else I want to say. So I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Till then, take care.